Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I officially cannot hold myself back anymore, and I am gonna start a playthrough of this wonderful game. Now, as you can see, I'm not playing stock game. But let's get this going. So I'm gonna call this YouTube career, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We are gonna play on career mode. We are gonna play as NASA, or no, I'm gonna play as European Space Agency. Okay, and we are gonna play in normal difficulty. And I want to show you today how you can get some easy science in quite a fast amount of time. It's not something that is like top secret, but yeah, I know what is written there, and as you can see, it's a little bit modded, this playthrough, but not any game-changing mods. So yeah, I think you will enjoy this video more if I play it like this. So that is why we are going to do it. But just to get started, we are going to jump into mission control, and we are going to take the contract that gathers scientific data from Kerbin, just because it's a very easy one, and it will give us quite a bit of money, and we will launch our first vessel. We cannot have any more active contracts, and I will also check real quick. EVA can place flags. We don't really need that one. I'm just checking if there's a good upgrade we can already take, but I don't think so. So what we want to do is we want to get the science branch, which is wait, I can show you. Science is mostly those. It's not quite correct here. It's probably because of one of the two DLCs that there are some experimentation weather analyzer, for example, but mostly we want to go down here, and we want to at least get until here to get the science junior, and we want to do it as fast as possible, and we don't really need to get quite high into the atmosphere. So what we are going to do, just for a very simple, we are going to take a Mark 1. Oh yeah, that's also, I do have Kerbal Engineer Redux. It's also not game changing. It's just a little bit more information, mostly to explain to you, but it's all information that you could also Google, and it shows you some more stats for your vessel, which will be very useful once we are building some more complex missions. But for now, it's just a solid booster. The flea one, we are gonna have some. Do we need any? Yeah, we want to have some fins on this. We wanna be doing some science. I'm just gonna put 3. Let's also snap this. I'm just gonna put 3 of each flight. That is not, yeah, 3 mystery goose. That's the only thing. This is from the mod that replaces all these stock parts. I don't think these are doing anything. I'm not gonna use them. And this is basically already it. Now we just want to stage this correctly, and we want to we're gonna call this early science, or let's call it science 1. Or Science V1. And yeah, let's launch it from the launchpad, which should already fulfill the first contract, but we can also get our first science data. We wouldn't really need to get off the launchpad at all here to already get some science. As you can see, we are on the launchpad, and what we want to do, we want to observe mystery goo. We wanna take a crew report, and we wanna EVA and take an EVA report from here on the launch pad. We are gonna press keep experiment, we are gonna board again, and we can recover the vessel already. Do you need to recover vessel? No, you could already launch, but why not, right? So we can already get some more things. So let's get engineering, because that unlocks the thermometer. English is not my first language still, so yeah, we want to also get this one, but we cannot. So now we are gonna just go back into the VAB here, and we are gonna call this science 2, and we are gonna add, where is our science here? We are gonna add a thermometer, and then we are gonna launch this, but we are gonna launch it from, we're basically doing the same thing, but now on the runway. Let's see if that works. The mods are kind of slowing the game down when loading screens, which is a bummer, but we'll be able to live with that. So we're gonna log temperature, we're gonna observe mystery goo, I'm gonna take a crew report, and I'm gonna EVA. All hatches are, yeah, that is a bummer. Can we? Okay, I messed that up, but it doesn't really matter. We'll be able to do it again. So recover vessel, and now we wanna actually get off the pad, I would say. So let's do that. We got 10 science already, which enables us to not unlock anything, so we cannot get anything already. Can we get this back? I did not, so this one is, let's save that one, science 1. Let's go with science 2, and we are gonna add the thermometers so that we can. Is it now not obstructed? That would be amazing. And now we definitely want to launch this thing. So let's launch it. And what we now want to do, we basically want to get the signs from all the heights in the atmosphere. Now I can show you with Kerbal, with this one. Where is it? Nope, that's not the one. I think it would be this one, but yeah, it's fine. Basically, I think until 25, we basically want to open all of these, and then we already did the. We are gonna do this. We are gonna do this, and we want to do this one. Now we have all of them. So again, I'm just gonna log and observe mystery goo, even though we did it already. I'm gonna launch from the launch pad. As soon as we are off the ground, we can go with the other two. We again are now not from launch, we're flying over Kerbal shores, is that. And once we are in the light blue one, so above 7,500 or something, I guess it is, we can again log temperature, and we can observe mystery goo. And this should give us some other 13 signs, and then we just wanna, I don't think we can EVA. We cannot EVA yet because we did not upgrade our astronaut complex, but I'm gonna get the parachute up. So we will hopefully get down safely. I'm, of course, speeding up time a little bit. As soon as we are close to the ground, I will slow it back down. And yeah, I kind of wanted to, I kind of wanted this to not happen, but it should be fine. We didn't lose any experiment, and we can also EVA here. Oh, I also forgot. You could also, of course, take a crew report. But yeah, I did mess that up. But it's gonna be quite a bit of science, and it's probably gonna be enough science for what I want to do. Or at least maybe we will have to do a second flight, but it should be enough. No, it's 45. It's not quite enough. So we are gonna go. We want to get the barometer, and we cannot afford this one yet. We cannot afford that one yet. So let's also get into this one, and that gives us the next size of booster. For our third flight, we now got a new engine. We got the hammer booster, and we also want to add some more fins here. And because I don't think we can land this safely back on Earth, we are gonna take a decoupler, and we are also gonna take a heat shield. I'm pretty sure the heat shield is not necessary, but I mean it's a good practice, I guess. And we also got some more science, so we will add the barometer there. And then we are gonna launch Science V3. Let's save that one and launch. And we are gonna launch this again. We need to, once it's loading, it's taking a while because of all the mods. And yeah, once that one is good, we are gonna take all the science experiments up again, as we do all the time. And we are doing that like this. And then we are gonna lift off again. And let me take all of those here, and something like this. And we are, let's also fix our staging here, something like this. And we are gonna lift off, take the first measurements, and actually this one I'm gonna reset. This one I'm gonna keep. It doesn't really matter. We just need some more science. Once we are over here, we will take a new reading from all of it. Again, it's gonna be mostly doing that, and I hope we're gonna reach the next atmosphere layer, which will give us above 20,000. Will give us some more science, quite a bit more actually. Now we can stage this whole thing, and we can make sure that we re-enter safely. We're actually going quite far up. Let's also take a crew report, because we forgot it last time. Yeah, we are not breaching the atmosphere there, I think, but yeah, let's get this going. And just look at all those volumetric clouds by BlackRack. It is a paid mod. It is costing like 1 month of his Patreon. You can just go in there and get it, basically, and then cancel your subscription. But it's absolutely fine if that's not something you want to do. But I just think they look great, and it's a real pleasure for you to look at this game like this, I think. So that is why I'm using it. And there is Jebediah in his capsule coming back down. And we are gonna land somewhere outside of the KSP, so maybe I can actually get some more not crew reports. Well, maybe actually also crew reports. But there we go, landed safely. Let's see. Let's get him on EVA. Maybe we can get some more EVA reports. Nope, that was not doing anything. Let's take this data. Let's see. Can we do it here? What happens if we overwrite? Nope, nothing happening. So we are gonna grab, and we are gonna board again. And let's see if we can take a crew report here. Nope, nothing there. Let's maybe log temperature here. What happens? Yeah, some signs, current shores. So maybe also let's review this data. That's not a lot. Let's see if we can observe mystery goo here to get just some more signs. But then we are gonna recover Jebediah and his pod. And once we have done that, we should have enough science for the Science Junior. Yeah, this is 74. 74 science is enough to get the Science Junior, and it should, I'm also targeting this one, actually. We could now go with... we basically want to have this one, and I would like to have this one too to get the landing gear. But that means we need to get this one. And... well, what I want to do is I want to... Yeah, but that should be more than doable. So let's go for stability, even though we don't need that one. And let's leave facility again. And now we are gonna do a Science 4 mission. Science V4. And it's basically the exact same thing. But now we also do have a Science Junior on here. So let's go with a Science Junior. And what does? Let's also fix the staging again. And now I probably want to have some drogue chutes. Not quite sure if they are needed, but I guess it's not too bad. Okay, and we are gonna save that one. And I'm not actually gonna launch this yet from the launch pad, but I'm gonna take it here, and I'm just gonna run the Science Junior once. And that should already give us quite a bit of science data. Yeah, as you can see, 7 science. We are going to recover, and we are going to do this again with low atmosphere. We're going to do it again with high atmosphere. We're going to do it again with all the atmospheres. This will take a while because of loading times mainly. If you are playing stock without any mods, it's gonna be a little bit faster. But yeah, I just like this. There's other way faster ways. You can make rockets that you can basically complete the whole tech tree in like 3 launches, if I'm right, or maybe even 2. I'm not sure what the record is. I'm gonna launch this again, but I mean, we're not pros, right? We're just playing the game for fun, and this is a lot of fun to me. No, this part actually not. This is grindy, but it gets kind of fun. Let's conduct materials study, and once that is done, we can actually keep this experiment. We can dock this. We can do. Yeah, I don't actually want to. Yeah, let's actually enable the drogue chutes. I do not really care about that one there. Let's maybe close the doors there, and we are gonna go down with our drogue chutes, and then we also should enable the other parachutes. But the going down part is quite slow, even on 4x speed. I should have probably taken a mod for faster physics warp too. There's our main chute, and we will splash down safely on Kerbin. And I know that there is some science splashed down at Kerbin, so that is absolutely something I will look into. I should have probably brought a scientist so he can like empty out the Science Junior here and splash down at do it again. But yeah, you'll learn all the time. I have a lot of hours in this game, and I'm still learning a lot. I'm gonna observe all that. That should give us some more science. We will also be able to take a crew report here, which will give us some more science, and we can also... yeah, this is not Kerbin's surface, so we cannot EVA here. What we actually could do, we could go into the Space Center, and that's something we want to do anyway. We want to upgrade our astronaut complex if we do have the money. I'm not quite sure if we do. That would be here. But yeah, we can upgrade it. Now we should be able to EVA. So we're gonna fly this, and we should be able to take an EVA report to there, which will give us quite a bit more science. Let's see. Now we should be able to EVA here, and we should be able to take an EVA report. Another 3 science. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's something. And this should give us some more science again. Now the fun part is coming. I hope I finally do have enough science. Maybe we'll have to launch the Science Junior once more. Let's actually launch it once more. just to be complete. But after that, we are gonna. Can I open this one? Load V4. Yes, we want to launch it again, and technically we want to launch it once more, just to be sure we have all the signs from the atmosphere. But yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll be back. Well, no, I can just bring you with me, right? So yeah, we do have the lower atmosphere already. Let's see. I do not yet have the tracking station upgrade, which is why I cannot show you the stats from the mod, from the engineer mod, I think. But yeah, once we are in the light blue one, we can we can conduct the material study. Maybe let's also take a crew report here, because we didn't do that yet. And once that is happening, we can again do this, close the door here, and speed up the game to get back down. We are actually going up way too much. Let's not spin Jebediah there. He's gonna be dead if we do that. And we're coming down again. And once we are down all the way, once this one is going red latest, we need to press space to open drogue chutes. Let's see. But I want to make this a little bit quicker. Let's maybe quick save, just to be very safe. But yeah, this should be a quite safe altitude and stuff. We're going down to around maybe something like this. And then once we are at 1000, we will open the other one, and we're gonna land in the trees. What's that, Jedi? Yeah, we are gonna land in the trees. There's the last parachute. It's gonna open, and we are gonna go down very safely between all the trees. But yeah, absolutely doing. That's actually a. And there we go. Something exploded. The Science Junior exploded. Yeah, no, we cannot have the Science Junior explode. So let's load the quick save there. I'm gonna land this. I'm gonna send it up again, and we are gonna see each other. I am actually not able to land this thing safely here, so I'm gonna recover it and I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna land over water. Because we're slightly over those 6 meters per second, you would probably, instead of drogue chutes, put some normal parachutes, and then that would be working perfectly fine. But I did not do that, so let's do it over water. Yeah, let's open this one, load and save, and then we're gonna launch this. I messed this up a little bit. It's gonna cost us some funds, but it should be fine, as you will see in one of the next videos. Because yeah, I do have my own like tricks to make quite a bit of money quite fast. So let's launch this, and this time we're gonna launch it towards the water. So we are gonna land in the water. This should be no real issue. And yeah, once we do that, then we will have much more science to use. Okay, let's once we are there, burned out, open doing the studies. 3.8 science. That doesn't seem like. Did we already do it in this? Or did it actually bring the science back last time? Okay, let's keep the experiment, and let's go back down, and then do it again. Maybe it already brought it back down last time. I will not EVA here, because Jebediah will die, and I don't want him to die. Okay, and once we have those, we can get the capsule into the water down here. So that is working fine. But at least we didn't kill a Kerbal. Generally, I do go back to launch if something is because of the game, but if I just mess the design up, then I will try to not use save scumming too much. But at the end, it's a single player game, and I just want to enjoy the game, so that is how we're gonna do this. And yeah, this is painfully slow to go down, but as you can see, it's around 7 meters per second. For water, that should be more than fine. For land landing, you probably want to have below like 5 to 6, or you want to have landing lags. That can help, but even then you're probably better off with like 6 meters per second. 7 is generally a little bit too high, as we saw, but now nothing should explode, and we should actually, maybe, did we already do it splashed down here? It's only 3 signs, so let's reset it and do it here. Yeah, that gave us 10, so let's recover that, and let's just do it once more in the higher atmosphere there, if we can reach it, and I'm gonna see you in a second. And that is giving us 22 signs in this atmosphere layer. Higher up, I cannot really go with this little booster and all the science experiments. Yeah, it's fine. It is fine. What I'm also thinking, would it be maybe possible to actually take the booster back? Because that would save us some. Let's do this. Did we destroy? Yeah, maybe we can actually take the booster back to Earth too. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to ditch it, but how fast are we going once these are opening up? Maybe for water landing, that would save some funds. Yeah, we're still quite high up. As soon as main parachute is opening up, how fast are we going? Yeah, that should be fine for a water landing. I'm gonna actually quick save again. And let's see if that is okay, but it should be. Actually, we could EVA. Oh, we cannot EVA here. Why is EVA unavailable? Okay, but it's fine. Let's see. That doesn't give us real. Yeah. Oh, there we actually had some more signs. That is good. We're gonna keep that one, and we landed safely, and we're gonna recover that one. And now the fun part. The fun part is starting. We are gonna build a little rover type thing, and there's actually a huge amount of science around the launch pad. There are some pictures online for all the places you can get science, but you also sometimes have to touch the buildings, and I cannot really get it to work every time, so we'll just see which ones we can get. But yeah, we want to get aviation to get the landing gears. And is there something else I would like to have? I mean, not really. I don't really care about anything else. So I'm just gonna I probably want to save to electrics, or I'm just gonna keep that science. We are gonna go into the spaceplane hangar, and we are gonna build a little plane thing, but I'm gonna use rocket engines actually. I'm gonna go with a fuel tank. You can also go with the jet engines, but I'm just going to go with a swivel, I think. And then I'm actually gonna thrust limit this one to like maybe 20, because I don't want our thing to get destroyed. And we are gonna take, that is really important, we are gonna take a scientist, and this is actually gonna be science V5, and we are gonna save this already. Yeah, we want to take a scientist. We are gonna take Bob. Or is there actually a woman? No, it's not. There's none. Okay, that's fine. Swivel engine in the back. You don't really need a swivel. You can also get away with the other ones. And then we want to have, what do we want to have? We want to have some landing gears on this thing. And you wanna, yes, you wanna do something like this. You wanna get it as far back as possible, and same with the steerable one. You wanna get it kind of far forward. It's just gonna be easier to navigate. And now we want to have, what do we want to have on this? I generally like to have a experiment storage unit on here without just something like this. We want to have that one here, so the scientists can deposit all the science experiments in there. We want to have a mystery goo container. We want to have a thermometer and barometer, and yeah, there's nothing else we can have there. Oh yeah, we want to have something else. I almost missed that. We want to have the Science Junior. Of course, we also want to have that one there. Once we are done with the science plane, basically, it's not a plane, it's not gonna get off the ground. We want to launch it onto the runway. Now, we already did some experiments here, as you maybe remember from our like Science 2, I think, mission. We already put that one down here. I'm gonna engage the brakes for now because we do not want to go anywhere. I'm gonna take up the cockpit. Can we? Yeah, take it there. Well, I'm gonna take up the thermometer. I'm gonna take up the barometer and the two Mystery Goo unit and Science Junior. And I'm also gonna take the experiment storage unit. Make sure to place this one close enough to the cockpit and to the crew hatch. And then I'm gonna actually EVA here. No, I'm not gonna EVA yet. Wait, let me go back in. We wanna take a crew report, and we just wanna do the crew report. We already did it here, but I just wanna show it to you once, and then because we're gonna do this a lot. So we are gonna log temperature, log pressure data, conduct material study, observe mystery goo, and we wanna keep all those experiments. Okay. Now the science is in all those things. So we want to take the data from the cockpit, we want to take the data from the thermometer and the barometer, and we also want to collect the data from the Science Junior and the Mystery Goo containment unit, and we want to then restore those with our scientist. Okay. Then we also want to have an EVA report, and now we should have, if you click on our Bob, we should have review stored data 5. Okay, so we should now be able to click here and click store experiments 6. Okay, so we want to do that, and now there's 6 data in this storage unit. That means we can board again. Now I'm gonna quick save here. This is really important. I'm gonna disengage the brakes, and we are gonna drive with around 10 meters per second. You don't want to go too wild on this. On runway you can go a little bit more, but you don't want to overdo this. And we are gonna, let's also put the brakes up here, because yeah, we want to do that eventually. And we are gonna drive around on the KSC. Okay. Is it the KC? Just on the whole launch complex. I think the first stop I'm gonna do is gonna be here. Now I'm not sure if it's because I did mod a little bit, if there is, or if this is looking a little bit different, but I think this space here is not the same as this one, but I'm not quite sure. We're gonna check it out. We are gonna drive there, and once we have done that, we're gonna go here and we're gonna park here. So we're gonna engage the brakes, and then we'll see crew report. This is SPH, and we're again gonna log, observe, conduct material study, and we're gonna EVA and do some EVA reporting. And then we wanna take all the data, take data, collect data, restore, collect data, restore, and store 6 experiments. Once we have done that, again, quick save, and we're gonna do the next one. And I'm just gonna go around, and there is a a picture from the KSC on, I think it's Wikipedia or on the wiki. There is, if you Google it, you will find it. There is a picture of all the different places. It's for a fully upgraded version. If you have all the upgrades, there's like tanks and stuff. And sometimes if you touch the buildings, it's actually gonna be another place. But I'm just gonna. Nope. I don't want to go too fast. And then I'm gonna engage the brakes again, and we're gonna do everything again. And I'm just gonna do that now. I'm gonna go all around. I'm gonna make this a little time lapse. And once I'm done with that, we're gonna see how much science we actually got. Okay, I now did all the, or I went around. I also got some single buildings here. I didn't do it here. I was too lazy. I also got now to the crawler way. And we got quite a bit of stored data. 65. I'm not bothering to go there. I'm not bothering going to the beach and to the water and stuff. There's a lot of science you could still get. Absolutely. But what we're gonna do now, we are now gonna recover this vessel, and this is gonna be so much science. I guess more than 200. We'll see how much it actually is. And yeah, this is also kind of broken. As you can see, almost 300 science. I'm taking it, but that means that is a great base to build on for the next video, where we will probably bring some tourists to space. We will see. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Oh, we also got some debris there to recover. Yeah, so we'll recover that. Yeah, we are low on money, so that is probably the next thing we are gonna do. Let's see how the mission control. Yeah, we probably want to escape the atmosphere, orbit Kerbal, and then we want to bring tourists there to make some money. To then go further into space. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If this video was helpful or you just enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because there's gonna be more. And you could also check out Patreon, the craft files in the future. I don't think it's necessary right now. But yeah, we are gonna see each other in the next one. Have a nice day and bye.